Okay, and so today we are going to solve quadratic equations, and this time we're going to solve them graphically. Okay, so you can see in the question here we're asked to solve minus x squared plus 4x minus 4 equal to 0 by graphing it as a function in the range. So here x equal to minus 2 and x equal to 4. So we're just going to draw our table as normal and fill in for those first. Okay, so as you can see here, we have our table drawn and we have substituted in minus 2 into the function minus x to be squared plus 4x minus 4. And so now we just need to work the function out here in order to get our corresponding y values. Okay, and so now that we have our solutions here, so minus 2 squared minus 2 all to be squared plus 4 times minus 2 minus 4 gave us minus 16. And so on the whole way down. So now that we have our x values and our corresponding y values, we'll just write them in our coordinate pairs, and then we'll be able to plot them onto the graph. Okay, so as we go about plotting our graph, we need to remind ourselves, obviously if we have one scale on any part of the x-axis, whether it's the positive or the negative, we need to continue the same scale all along. So on my x-axis here, you can see I've used 2 boxes per 1 unit. However, when I look at my y values here, I can see I'm going as low as minus 16, and so I'm not going to use the same scale on my y-axis. So on my y-axis, I am going to use every 2 boxes to represent 4 units. So here I'm going to say 0, 4, 8, 12, so that would be 0, minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, and minus 16 here. And so that means then we'll be able to plot now our points. So here I have minus 2, comma, minus 16, minus 1 on the x-axis, comma, minus 9, so here's minus 1. This point here would be minus 10, so minus 9 will be halfway between those. Next we have 0 on the x-axis, minus 4 on the y-axis, so we're just going to plot that here. Next again we have we've got 1 comma minus 1, so here's 1 on the x-axis up here, and here will be minus 2, so minus 1 again will be somewhere in here. Next again then we have 2 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis, so right here. And next again then we have 3 on the x-axis, and we're back down here to minus 1 on the y-axis. And then lastly we have 4 on the x-axis, comma, minus 4 on the y-axis. So here 4, and it's going to be this point here. Okay. So we can see a nice curve emerging there, and we'll plot our graph here of the function y equal to minus x squared. So we can see again the minus shape reflected there as well. Okay. Okay, and so here you can see our final graph. We have our parabola shape. It's upside down because we have our minus x squared function. And what we can really see here very clearly is where it touches the x-axis, okay? So anytime something crosses the x-axis, that's a solution. So here we can see that there is just one solution to this equation, and it is at x equal to 2. So our solution for this equation is x equal to 2, okay? Should I have a graph where I have something like this, x, y, and my graph crosses here, then these would be both my graphical solutions for x. Likewise, if my graph was the other way around, and here I had x and y, and the graph was something like that, then here and here are my solutions. But in this instance, with this question here, we only have one solution because it only touches the x-axis in one place. And so that's our answer for the question here. Okay?